Good afternoon, and bienvenidos to the 2024 HITEC Fall Leadership Summit, harnessing the power of innovation and disruption. Here to kick off our program, please welcome HITEC President Omar Duque.
Buenos días. Buenos días, HITEC familia, ¿cómo están hoy? My name is Omar Duque, and I have the honor and pleasure of being HITEC's organizational president. And it is my great honor to welcome all of you as we officially kick off our programming for the Fall Leadership Summit hosted by Capital One. This event, if you can believe it, has been in the making for more than a full year. And I want to acknowledge and thank the entire team and leadership at Capital One for making this a reality. Let's please give Capital One a round of applause. I especially want to recognize our MC, who you will hear from shortly, Carlos Rojas, VP of Software Engineering at Capital One, and a member of the HITEC Corporate Advisory Board. Carlos, thank you for being such a gracious host. Typically, when we do our welcome remarks, we give a little bit of a highlight and an update of all the great things that are happening at HITEC, and I will be back a little later this morning with a special announcement. But we wanted to do something a little different this morning. At the end of this year, we will have 4 long-standing HITEC board members who will be terming off of the board. And we wanted to take a few minutes to thank them and recognize them for their contributions and for their service to HITEC. Lucia Suarez, who is not here, but sends her best. Jesse Cortez, Daryl Higueros, and our chair, Rosa Ramos Kwok. These 4 leaders are synonymous with our organization and our mission. Their presence on our board will be sorely missed, but rest assured, they will remain connected to our mission and to our work. If you've ever attended a HITEC summit before, I know that you've seen them because they're always here. They're at the door, they're greeting, they're connecting, and they are living, they embody who we are as an organization. So we are going to run a short video on each of our exiting board members, and then our vice chair, Miriam Hernandez Keiko, will join us on stage for a special presentation.
Since 2013, Daryl Higueros has been a vital part of the HITEC community, playing a significant role in driving the organization's growth. Joining the board of directors in 2017, Daryl has demonstrated unwavering commitment and leadership. As a member of the executive committee, he helped shape HITEC's strategic direction. In addition to his leadership role, he serves as the organization's treasurer, managing financial strategies that support HITEC's mission. Daryl has also been recognized as a member of the HITEC 100 for 10 consecutive years, highlighting his enduring impact and dedication to advancing diversity and technology, and ultimately getting named to HITEC's Hall of Fame. An entrepreneur in his own right, Daryl is a model of success in tech space and an inspiration for those looking to carve their own paths. Daryl's passion for HITEC goes beyond his official duties, demonstrating his love for the familia and the relationships he has built. Thank you, Daryl, for your exceptional contributions and leadership within the HITEC family. Together, we are building a brighter future for the technology industry. For over a decade, Jesse Cortez has been an integral part of the HITEC familia. Joining HITEC in 2013, Jesse quickly became a driving force within the organization. His journey began as a member of the HITEC Corporate Advisory Board, where he served as a sounding board for HITEC's growth and strategic endeavors. In 2017, he elevated his involvement, joining the board of directors, where he continues to serve today. He has also contributed to various committees, including the HITEC 50 and HITEC 100 Awards Committee, ensuring the continued growth and success of the organization. Jesse's dedication hasn't gone unnoticed. In 2015, he was honored as the Member of the Year and has been recognized on the prestigious HITEC 100 list. His achievements culminated in his induction into the HITEC Hall of Fame. With a background in top organizations like Accenture, Hewlett-Packard Enterprise, and McKesson, Jesse has consistently championed diversity and inclusion within the tech community. Since 2019, Jesse has also been a valued member of the HITEC Foundation Board, furthering the mission of empowering the next generation of tech leaders. Thank you, Jesse Cortez, for your unwavering commitment and impactful contributions to the HITEC Familia. Together, we continue to pave the way for diversity in technology. Since 2015, Rosa Ramos Kwok has been a driving force within the HITEC Familia. Joining the board of directors that same year, she has shown remarkable leadership and dedication, becoming the board chair in 2023. Rosa's professional journey includes prestigious roles at Bank of America, JP Morgan Chase, and Morgan Stanley, where her impact on the tech landscape is undeniable. Her contributions have not gone unnoticed. Rosa has received numerous accolades throughout her career, including being named one of the top 10 female engineers in the US by Business Insider and the top 50 Latinas in corporate America by the Association of Latino Professionals for America. In 2021, she was inducted into the HITEC Hall of Fame as one of the top 100 US-based Hispanics in technology and joined the ranks of the Estrella Award recipients, recognizing her as a tech trailblazer in the financial services industry. An avid supporter of women in tech, Rosa has opened doors for those following in her footsteps, empowering the next generation of innovators. Thank you, Rosa Ramos Kwok, for your inspiring contributions to HITEC and the tech community. Your leadership paves the way for future generations. Since November 2017, Lucia Suarez has been an invaluable member of the HITEC Familia. Joining the board of directors that same year, Lucia has consistently demonstrated her commitment to advancing HITEC's mission. Her outstanding contributions were recognized in 2021 when she was inducted into the HITEC Hall of Fame, celebrating her significant impact in the tech community. Lucia also serves on the awards committee, where she plays a crucial role in honoring those who exemplify excellence in technology and leadership. With a professional background that includes esteemed positions at Johnson & Johnson and the Carlyle Group, Lucia brings a wealth of experience to her work. Thank you, Lucia Suarez, for your dedication and leadership within the HITEC community. Your efforts continue to inspire and pave the way for future innovators.
Good morning, everyone. I'm happy to see we're starting to fill up all the seats. That's awesome. How's everyone feeling this morning? Good? You know, I want to also echo Omar's remarks thanking Capital One. Your location is fabulous. The food has been incredible.
Thank you. They're
And
new,
just
'cause I'm like, I
your
need some boots that
hospitality,
don't
your
have heels
warmth,
because
it's very clear
starting
and
to hurt my
comes
feet a
through.
little too
So
much.
thank you again very much from HITEC for all that you're doing in this summit. So I'm not up here so much to send off these 4 individuals that you just heard about and saw about, because they will always be part of the HITEC story. I'm here more to celebrate them. Partially, as some of you know, I'm leaving at noon today because I need to head to another board meeting. And I just wanted my little moment on stage to say great things about 4 of my friends, dear friends, and colleagues. The thing is that if you look back to 7 years ago when most of these folks joined the board, Rosa, I think maybe you've been on the board 8 years. I can't quite remember. But if you look back to what's happened to this organization, this familia we call HITEC, we've gone from a very committed group founded by some visionaries that was very focused on push up and pull up our Latino community into tech jobs and the tech industry, and figuring out how we as a community could make a difference for the economy, for our employers, and for ourselves. If you look at that, we still have that mission and we still do that. But if you look at what's become of HITEC and you look at what we've accomplished, I don't know if people know this, but the top 2 CIOs listed on the Fortune list of top 100 CIOs, number 1 is Tim Campos, who was on this board when I joined the board. He's now the CIO at Apple. And the second one is Francisco Fraga, who you will hear from later today, as Yessi has a nice conversation. He's the current CIO at McKesson. So think about how far we have come, and think about the fact that I think maybe when I joined the board, we had 20 companies that sponsored us and were our partners, and now we have 90, and all of you. And we keep selling out these summits. So we're going to figure that out. Don't worry, we're going to figure it out. But we want to retain the familiarity and the intimacy that you get through the interactions and the connections that you make at these summits. So if you think about that, a lot of it has to do with the leadership of these 4 people. And I'm really sorry that Lucia isn't here today, because she, in a very quiet and strong way, has led with her intentionality and her wisdom. I know we often look to her for insights when we're all sort of thinking about what's our next step to make this organization grow. If you think about Daryl, well, when I think about Daryl, I think about someone who always has open arms. As Omar said earlier, he's greeting, he's talking, but I've never seen him not have a big smile and welcome anyone into the HITEC familia. And by the way, he also works very hard in the background to do all of the things we need him to do to keep the financial viability of HITEC alive. So thank you for that, Daryl. And then if I could talk a little bit about my buddy, Jesse Cortez. He has a special place in my heart. When I first joined HITEC and the board, he straightened me out a few times. He pulled me over and got me straight about a few things. Thank you for that, Jesse. I've used those lessons ever since. But here's a guy, a man, who has incredible insights and is very futuristic, is always thinking about what's the next step. What are we going to do about this challenge of how many tech workers we're going to need for AI? What are we doing about that? What's our branding? How are we reaching out to additional sponsors? Thank you, Jesse. You've been just a visionary for us. And what can I say about my good friend Rosa? Yesterday, she and I had a few words. We had a few words a month ago, and we both kind of shed a tear. So I'm hoping that I don't shed a tear, because I still have to do the fireside chat with Priscilla when she gets here. We all know Rosa's passion. There is no one here who can doubt how passionate she is about this mission. She's passionate about mentoring. How many people in this room have been mentored in one way or another by Rosa? Right? She's so passionate about it. And then the leadership and how she leads with grace. I have to say, the thing that I will always remember about you, as long as we are friends for life, is the grace with which you lead. So I want to really give a big thank you to my friends, my colleagues, my fellow board members, and I will ask them to join us on stage as we give them a round of applause.
I had a speech in my mind, but after seeing the video, it just kind of disappeared. So I'm just gonna, say it from the heart. Can't believe it's been 17 years since, I started with HITEC. So I have, wanted to thank the HITEC organization for believing in me and giving me the opportunity to help, strengthen the mission and vision. I want to thank, the current and former board members that I've served with here at HITEC. I think that, it was a lot of great, debates, and it was a privilege to work alongside, all of you. I also want to thank the incoming board, for their commitment and time to help strengthen and make HITEC even better. Yes, my journey, with HITEC board is come to a close, but I will continue to be here for HITEC, and if ever needed, I will step back in. So thank you very much.
Good morning, everybody. Yeah, I would say that certainly the video was a bit of a surprise. We weren't expecting that for sure. We did have a little bit of a moment, I would say, inside the board meeting yesterday, where we got a chance to really sort of, we were given the space, I would say, to sort of reflect on our journey. I've been with HITEC for, gosh, like 14, 15 years, whatever it's been, in so many different capacities, whether it's been on the advisory board or the foundation board, and then certainly now with the org board as well. One of the questions that I always ask executives when I get a chance to really get to know them is, who was that one individual in your career that really sort of took a chance on you? And I can say, right, that HITEC took a chance on me too. And so, as much as those key executives in your career play a role, HITEC has absolutely played a very critical role in my career as well. And for that is why I felt like I owed so much to them to be able to deliver, in service. And, you learn so much from all of those executives. The piece that I left with, and I thought it would be really weird to sort of step away from an organization like this when you've been involved for so long. But the thing is that it really just felt really good that we're leaving the organization in such a great place. When I looked around the room, in that boardroom, of all the talented executives, and I know that many of you that are in the seats today will ultimately play a role there too. So it's not a goodbye, as they say, but it's a new start or a new chapter in HITEC's journey, and I'm eager to see where it goes. Thank you.
Okay, so that video was very touching, and you got to see all phases of the way that I wear my hair. My style has evolved. I think it's nicer now, but we'll take it. I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you, Miriam, for being such a heartfelt, your remarks, Omar, the entire HITEC team and board, former and current and future, and all of you. I can't promise that I'm not going to cry. So, I cry a little bit ugly, but, you like me anyway, right? HITEC would not be a thing without all of you in our community. So thank you all for your support. I want to thank gosh, I thought it would be easier when I was just writing this, and then I have to actually say it. Thank you to my JP Morgan Chase family, the Morgan Stanley family, and the Bank of America family as well, because you have all supported me. 11 years ago, I walked into this room, not this exact room, but the HITEC room. And prior to that, I had to fill out an application. And some of you have had to fill out those applications. Any of you are HITEC 100? Yeah. So, you have to fill out an application, and in this case, 11 years ago, my HR came up to me and said, we want to nominate you for this award here. We took the liberty of going through your career, and we wrote this out. And there was something missing from that application. And that something that was missing was me. I didn't come out from the page. So I'm like, can I edit it, please? and I did. And I said, that is a winner. And that year was the first time in 2013 that I got HITEC 100. And, I was honored, happy. Marta, I don't know if Marta's here. She and I went together to Silicon Valley. It was my first trip ever to Silicon Valley. And I walked into this room and I knew instantly that I belonged. I knew instantly that there was something in my life that was missing that I had found. And I never looked back from that moment, and being part of the organization, and grew with it, being board member, vice chair, and now chair. This has been a community that I have embraced with all my heart and soul. And I hope you know and feel that. So thank you sometimes not enough, but it's also everything. And I just know that our new committee members and with everyone that we have here, with my good friend Miriam, with the HITEC team, this organization is going to continue to strive to new greats and just new heights that we've never seen before, all made possible because of you, because of your energy, because of your heart and soul. And I ask that you give your heart and soul, not just to this organization, our community, and everything that you do every single day. So thank you to HITEC for this amazing opportunity and for giving all of us the opportunity. And I wish all of our new incoming executive committee and board members the best of luck. We're counting on you.